What's up, everyone? So I just wanted to give you guys a little update on these cichlids because a lot of them are doing fantastic and their colors are really popping in this tank. Alright, so first I want you to look at these green terrors. They are absolutely just magnificent. There's 3 of them in here, and they all 3 are just fired up with that beautiful orange coloring on the tips of their fins. Absolutely stunning fish. And of course up here we've got that chocolate cichlid. I told you guys that they would get, you know, tones of purple and green and pink and blue. And just like I said, there he is, having all sorts of colors of the spectrum. That is a chocolate cichlid. Of course, we got the Persei down here. I told you he'd be all colors of the rainbow too. He's got pinks and blues and reds and greens and yellows and turquoise. Look at that, just all over his body. Just absolute stunningly beautiful fish. Down here, actually the Persei is down here. I said Persei up there, I believe. A little bit flustered there. This is the Sinspilum, Vieja Sinspilum. Beautiful fish. And of course you got the flower horn down here. You can see he's got pink all over him. He's got the blue speckles, you know, definitely the traits of the flower horn. And they all seem to be getting along. We got the jaguar in back. He's not really too colorful. And of course the African giraffe cat down below. And he cleans up all the scraps off the bottom. They're definitely one of my favorite catfish. I love these guys. They get large, over 3 foot, and they just they're gentle giants. So they have a tiny mouth. They clean the gravel really well. So every tank with gravel, we like to have either a Niger cat or a giraffe cat. They just go around all day and sift through the gravel. So hope you guys enjoyed the little update on these guys. But let's go get in and talk about something else. So you guys know I got the new house, the new baby. And you know, there's not really nothing at that house that says Ohio Fish Rescue. We spent all this time putting this beautiful koi pond in this house. Well, we have something sitting over here on the side of the house that I bought a long time ago, and we thought we'd use it here. And turns out we're probably not going to use it. So I've got a plan to set it up at my new house. And let's go see what that is and where that plan is to set the tank. Okay, so over here we have this. It was a half in ground, so basically it gets buried up to there, and then the panel sits up, so it's 2 foot below, 2 foot above. This tank is easy pond type style, and it was originally bought by a church to do baptisms in, which is kind of strange but cool at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and give this girl a paint job, get the inside all one color with some nice epoxy. Of course, it'll cover up some of the imperfections here, which I'm not worried about it. There is a hole in the bottom where a drain was. I'm going to go ahead and epoxy over that and basically get this set up and ready for fish. I do have to re-silicone the front window, but I'm not concerned about that at all. There's hardly any pressure at the top 2 foot. So I'm going to go ahead and take this over to my house, and I should be able to show you guys what I want to do with it and where I want to put it. I think it's going to be really awesome. This tank is 8 foot long, 5 foot wide, and 4 foot tall. It's right around 1,200 gallons. Before we head over there, I want to give a little update on Miss Morela here. She's still doing great. She's eating like a champ, but her previous owners called and asked how she was doing, said they haven't seen her on a video lately. So here is to you. Miss Morela's still doing great. She's eating good. She eats every couple of days. She stays warmer water, so she's a bit happier. And once we get the outside pond for her, she will go out there, but things do take time. You know, life ends up happening, and sometimes it takes an unexpected turn. And right now we just introduced my little baby girl into the world, so I've got my hands full, and Dad has his hands full with Mom, so just give us a little bit of time. All right, one more thing before we head over to my house. It's a sad, you know, bit of info, but I told you guys it was likely coming. This is one of our big lemon barbs. He was super old and way above how big he was supposed to be. The pleco's chewing on him right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get him out. But one of these big lemon barbs did pass away. You know, it's stuff like this that happens. It's okay. We knew it was coming, but it still hurts a little bit to come out and see some fish you've had for so long on the bottom of the tank. You know, he doesn't look bad, so I know he just died of old age. It was his time. His fins look absolutely perfect. He was fat and healthy. He was eating. Just came out today and he was dead. So that now tells me that this guy and that guy are going to be passing soon. Because we had 4 of them in here. One passed away probably 4 months ago. And now this one just passed away. So that leaves 2. So they're probably going to end up going in the next couple of months as well. Like I said, a bunch of these guys are old in this tank, so they're going to slowly get phased out. And we can make room for new fish to come in the 4,400. So, you know, with every bit of bad news, there's also some good news. All right, so here he is out of the tank. There you can see tip of the tape measures touching the tip of the fin, coming all the way over. What does that say? Just at 19 inches. That is a lemon barb in the tinfoil barb family. Thing is absolutely massive. Let's perk his top fin up. Up, there we go. Up, maybe, there we go. And he's probably about 9-10 inches tall. Let's go with 9. But he is a big beast of a fish. Sad to see him go, but he lived a big happy life here at Ohio Fish Rescue. Now let's go bury him.
Life expectancy is he?
That I don't know. I don't know that off the top of my head, but he lived a full life. I can't be mad at it, so off he goes. All right, so we are back at my house right now. I know I've been a little bit distant about, you know, the baby and all that. I've been on a little hiatus here, but I am back now. So I just want to go ahead and say a big thank you to everyone who sent in messages and, you know, congratulations on the baby. I know I've not been able to respond to everyone, but there's just hundreds of messages that flooded in and I had my hands full, and I didn't get to personally thank each and every one of you. So if I haven't yet, I do want to say thank you for those of you that sent in a congratulations, and I will get through them messages eventually as soon as life calms down just a little bit. So on to the next point, the baby's name. Some of you might know from the live stream, but I just want to tell all of our followers that we did come up and pick a name. We did have a baby girl, and her name is Laura Marie. So it is a super cute name, and you guys are going to get to meet her relatively soon. Right now we're going to keep her off video, let mom get situated, and when mom's ready, we'll go ahead and introduce the little baby girl onto the channel. And I'm sure the first time she gets taken over and sees all the fish, that'll be a super cute video as well. But let's go and take a walk in back and figure out where we're going to put this pond I was telling you about. All right, so you walk through the house. Of course, you got little Diesel. Come here, bud. Diesel. Everyone misses you, bud. You got to say hi. Hi, Diesel. So for those of you that love and miss Diesel, yes, he's got a little smock on that says, did someone say belly rubs? He is doing so great. He's listening so well. He's such a good boy. He's got free run of the house. But we're going to go ahead and take a walk back here. This is the sunroom. And off of the sunroom is the covered back patio. You guys probably remember from the tour of the house. But back here is the small little backyard area. Now what we want to do, hang on, I'm crawling over the gate. So we're going to make this kind of like a stone patio area for like the grill. And then right around this area, I want to basically sink down maybe 2-3 foot and have this a sunken area with a fire pit back here. Now some of you might be thinking, well, what if it fills up with water? This ground is a lot higher. As you can see, that's the top of my neighbor's fence. So all around us goes downhill. So I'm going to go ahead and dig out and bury some drains in there to where if it does rain, it can be, you know, pushed off to lower parts of the property. Now we'll have basically outline in chairs, and then this back corner that's covered in brush right now, I actually own quite a bit into that. We're gonna basically cut the corner right there to where you can view the corner, or the corner of the property is the front face of the pond. So the pond will go backwards, it'll be sunk into the ground right there. And then you got to use a little bit of your imagination. Imagine the bottom of the pond window there, and then it sinks down into the ground just a tad bit. So maybe 2 foot, to where you can have the bottom of the pond window on the bottom of the fire pit floor. It comes up, top of the pond is then level with the rest of the ground, to where when you walk down into the fire pit here, you can sit around it, view the pond back there. And if you're coming up from, like, say, the side, you can still feed the koi from on top, or you can walk down and view that pond from the front. I think that would be a pretty awesome idea, to where I could even possibly, say, in the future, add in another little pond here that overflows into that pond, and that would leave this whole side area here having like an access from the front of the house coming down into the fire pit, you know, pond area, up into the stone patio to the back deck. All this crap is being ripped out. I absolutely hate it. It looks hideous. It is horrible. I hate it. It's all coming out. We will do a new path through here to where it comes around the side of the house, and then it'll jog around and meet the front door here. We're going to be doing a path from the front of the house over to this door, and we can just continue that path along to the side so we can get into the backyard. So I know I said, you know, no fish at this house, but I think just a tiny little pond will do here. And I think it'll be a nice little relaxing feature that could eventually be sold with the house once, you know, we get situated, because this isn't our forever home. This was just something nice that we went ahead and took up our time with. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We will catch you in the next one. Stay fishy, my friends.